All right, and we are live. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Gabe here, and here with another weekly update. Yeah, we're doing it as a live. That's probably going to be the best way to get these up here. Yeah, because like I say, with all the other content, between other lives and edited content, like the one that dropped last night. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be the norm there on these weekly updates, unless something comes up in the future. So yeah, we got so basically, we know the play is coming. Oh boy, say again. Yeah, that it's coming close. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday night at 6 p.m. Well, excuse me. That's what work today, though. It's not. I just won't work today, and also I'm hungry. I'm about to eat a little bit there, but um, yeah. So yeah, like I say, yeah, the play is as they say in SpongeBob, the play is the thing. Brownie's rescue mission on Uranus. That's going to be coming up and everything. Um, and to say that, yep, this Saturday and Sunday. So that's why, like I mentioned before, there will not be any live streams that Saturday and Sunday. We will still have the Bible reading live stream tomorrow, Wednesday. We're still having that, but just won't be here Saturday and Sunday due to Pepperay, the play going on and, kind of getting in the moment of it and everything, and what all need to be done with it. Um, then on top of that, see, I think let me check my description there that I wrote here. You looking at his notes, like EJ, like old EJ did at the what you call it, the and yeah, it's not only here. Okay, I guess because the live's going on there. So okay, anyway, um, can't really bring that. Oh wait, you got Gmail. Okay, yeah. So anyway, okay. So yeah, the play's approaching. Like I say, as I mentioned before, we got Bubblelina Novel One rough draft back from my mom. So only thing, wife say Queen Tina, she's first chance she gets, she's gonna work in all the proofs that were discussed from the proofreading there. So that way, soon we should be able to get that out no later than at least send it off for publishing no later than Halloween. Uh, so we got that. Um, as well as like I say, more dropping some more content, and more than likely after the play, um, which like I say, I will be able to film my play, but not the whole festival. Not the whole festival. Yeah, like I say, and that's the thing. One thing Sherry say, it's supposed to. The whole point is experiencing it in person, which yeah, like I say, that is a thing. I mean, it's just like any like play in general. You kind of, I mean, even if they, even if they were making, like a like videotaping of it, it's still a good experience to just be there, seeing it in person too. There, yeah, not the, and then afterwards, you're like, hey, I want to look at hey that play I was at there. I want to look at that again. So, yeah. So like I say, I'm only gonna be able to film my play. So that way you'll be able to see what Brownie's Rescue Mission Uranus like there. But like I say, but still, if you're in the Shreveport area, I definitely encourage that you come out to see it in person first, both Saturday and Sunday night, 6 p.m. To get a good experience, and not only just that, but the other plays that will be featured there. Yeah, like my boy EJ, he got a play that's gonna be uh, part of it there, and I think let's see, I got the program of what it. Let's see, because there's a title to it. That right here. Um, so EJS, he's still his play is gonna be in No Way Out. And from the look of it, now I'm not sure if this is going to be the order that our plays are going to be featured in there. I know it's only the flyer here for everybody to see what's all going on. But if this is the order, then yeah, it looks like looks like EJ will have his little play be the first thing up. Um, that's if that's what they're going by on the picture. But look like his will be first, then me. Then we got another play, "Forgive and Forget" from a lady named Jessica Edwards there, and the ultimate Juneteenth play and other revolutionary stories written by, of course, Sherry Gray Young. So, yep, and there's going to be some visual artists there. Miss Connie Eaton and Shy Lati. So they're going to be showing off some arts there and everything. Hey, the theater and the arts. So yeah, that's why I say you gotta like I say, even though I'm filming just my play, but not the rest of it, just my play, yeah, all the more reason to still come out there and experience it in person so you can see everything that they got to show there. The big theater experience, and there's even gonna and on Wednesday, not tomorrow, but next Wednesday, there's gonna be a award show. They call it Black Theater Day, but it's gonna be an award show, and my boy EJ he's on the look like him and a few others are gonna be possibly winning some awards there for a lot of the different plays and stuff that they've been in. So yeah, so EJ is on the list because he has been booking quite a bit of acting performances there, especially some that we've even had the pleasure of seeing ourselves, like the Zoo Man. He was in that. We saw him in person. We saw that for ourselves down in Boulder. Um, and then there was another play he was in, the Sherlock Holmes that we actually talked about here on the channel there a little bit, and even had some shorts from it there when he was down there. That he it was kind of a last minute on that one, but yeah, he still pulled through. Giving them a good performance for the villain role in that play, and several others that he's been in and out of, and even has um, possibly mentioned in some of his live streams and stuff there. So yeah, that's so he's been busy with that. Yeah, now you know why he's so busy. So yeah, so he's gonna be getting awarded. So that's what we there to support our boy there. All the fancy award show. Yep. So all that's coming up. Like I say, new content. Definitely one. Especially like I say, how I met Casey and how I met EJ. Definitely want to get that content up. Next, I got to get with them on what um on when to plan this. Us talking about the live action Scooby Doo movie. More than likely, it is going to. The plan for it is to be near Halloween. Probably not on Halloween directly. Let's see, Halloween comes on a Friday this year, so I don't know, maybe. But it depends because, like I say, maybe like I would say a day or two before it, or maybe the week before it, or something like that. There, because yeah, like I say, just in case, might they might be doing some, like maybe doing like a trunk or treat or something like that with the kids or something at like maybe at church or somewhere, or knowing EJ, as far as I know, I'm not saying this for sure, but if I had to guess, they might even have something for the kids around Halloween in the line of the theater. Then EJ might be helping out with it, or just at his church. Never know. But yeah, we're gonna try to get together, try to figure, okay, when can we get together one last time for this year, just for the Scooby Doo thing, um, and get that working and everything. Um, so Yeah, that's all coming up. As like I say, new content in general there. Like I said, I mentioned about Wild Done, got working on. That's more than likely gonna. I mean, I still gonna be thought processing that. May mention a few things about it, but yeah, that's more than likely gonna be something that'll more than likely be more so worked upon next year. Because like I say, after the play, Brownie Trip, you're right. Is yeah, Bubblelina and also at the same time working on the fourth Yumiko novel. But the Bubblelina novel is planned to be released during this fall. The Brownie one will be worked on, but probably won't get released until the spring. Which also we plan on doing something with the play the play performance that's coming up for this weekend, making it bigger in the springtime. So yeah, novel Brownie's Rescue Mission on your not on Uranus will get bigger in the play as well as also a novel release. So yeah, that's and speaking of my novels and everything, as well as all my other books that I've written, um, I'm gonna be trying to more than likely at the beginning of the year, if not before, at the beginning of 2026, I'm gonna be trying to get in contact with GeekCon to um, not only be better prepared for coming to the next one, but be a part of the GeekCon, like have get a booth out there to sell my books and stuff like that. Yeah, man. Who knows? May could even get with the Street Memorial Library, because like I say, they had a booth out there that they was working. Like I said, I'm not saying it for sure, but I'm saying it's a possibility. It all depends on what they say if I ask them there. Well, like I said, so don't quote me. I gotta ask them first there. So then I'll let y'all know about that. But yeah, if it depending on what we what like, well, hey, Gabe, maybe yeah we could Mike could get in through the library, hey, because I mean I got my books in in the library, so why not? Yeah. So yeah, hopefully make that work there, and if not, still try to get a booth out there at GeekCon General. Hey, still try to do it. Um, yep. So that's coming up. Yeah, that's what's going to be in the future and everything. So now, uh, I don't usually. It's not very often that. I mean, I might mention a few things that might be going on, depending on what catches my attention, as far as like the current events, like what catches my attention outside of movies, that is. I might mention a few things here and there sometimes, at random or something. Just like maybe, just say in the middle of a reading of one of my books, I might like, well, this reminded me of this that happened today or something. So, but yeah, I've never like actually just like, okay, we're gonna talk about this happening, focus stuff. So yeah, there's a little something that caught my attention that I feel like really does need to, because like I say, it's happened a while ago, but it looks like it's continually getting more attention. And actually, two things actually, both of them are still getting quite a bit of attention. Um, One, of course, involved any of y'all have ever heard the term Karens there? For it, let me give you an example. When they be like, for instance, families out barbecuing, just, mind their own business barbecuing, and then a Karen, which is another term of, for instance, the lady comes out there, y'all are using the wrong charcoal. I'm gonna call the police. Really? And yeah, that actually happened. She called the police on this family because she claimed they were using the wrong chalk oil. Even the police was like, "Are you serious? You called us out here because you felt they were using the wrong chalk oil? This family's just out having a nice barbecue, and that's why you called us." Well, I guess while we're here, mind if we what y'all cooking? Y'all mind if we have some there? Sure. Yeah, well, yeah, come on in. Yeah, well, yeah, that pay no attention to the high speed chase or the possible car wreck on the next intersection, and some people might need your help. Getting there, or maybe the car stuck in a ditch or something like that. No, we coming over. We got called over here, urgent emergency because a family they was believed to be using the wrong chalk oil. Really, really. Yeah, while we're at it, why don't we also report the fact of a little girl just trying to sell some bottled water while we're at it? So, the Karen report that occurred that's still getting talked about is, of course, this lady that, let's see, this lady, yeah, I actually took a screenshot there. Of course, let's see. Well, no, I didn't, but I can bring it up real quick. Say Karen at the Phillips game. Yeah. Oh boy. So Phillips Karen. Yeah. Roasted online for taking a ball from the from this little boy. Of course, there is more information. You look there's different videos out there on it and everything to get more details of it. But yeah, bottom line, she took a ball from this little boy, claiming that she thought it was for her when it was right there in the boy's hand. And I think there was another incident. It may have been somewhere. She may have done it once before, but apparently, from what I heard, it led to a lot of fussing and stuff like that. She was yelling and probably, I'm pretty sure things got out of hand. Now she complaining that she can't even leave her house because people are criticizing her when she leaves her house, booing her and stuff. And apparently, this situation caused her to get fired there, from what popped up in Google. So yeah, like I say, only thing I can say, regardless of what's fair, only thing I can say is what don't. Okay, well, yeah, even if I'm just this, even if, just say if she, had got the ball and thought it, and like she said, she claimed she thought it was for her. Okay, apparently it wasn't. The kid caught it. It was in his hand. So the grown up thing to do would be like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Here you go, kid. Yeah, because I mean, really, what is because and this kind of reminds me, in the when Christina and I we were in the daycare, and that was yeah, we was in the daycare. One of our daycare students, we was getting everything put up because we was taking them up to the sanctuary for to hear the preacher's sermon, and of course, the toys that were for the nursery, that were specifically for the nursery, had to be left there for the next time they come down there. However, one of the toys actually belonged to this student, and I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know it, and I thought it was just, you know, a toy that was supposed to stay in the daycare. And when I told her that, she actually did not say like, well, wait, that's mine. She actually just slowly put it up there, and I was like, "Oh, you all right there?" And she said, I'm okay. I'm okay." And she was, and you could tell she was holding in her cry as hard as she could, and it just oozed right out of her eyes. The tear just flooded right out of her eyes. And then that's when one of my other students told me, "Well, Gabe, that actually is her toy." Oh my! And like I say, it was an honest mistake I made, and and then seeing the react, I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm, and she's, and like I say, despite how despite like I say, and it was understandable why why that was, but even in the spite of of the tears and everything, she was still like, It's okay, it's okay." And yeah, and but I still apologize for it, and that's what that lady should have done. She should have, yeah. I mean, and then that would at least she wouldn't look, it wouldn't look so bad because hey, people make mistakes, but it's a lot worse when you make the mistake and you still ignorant toward it to the point where you just oh, I no 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 when you all like that there. So yeah, like I say, as far as what all is happening to her, I mean, okay, yeah, now I will say it's not, as for the loss of her, I don't know what kind of job she worked where they took it away because of that. Honestly, I don't feel like it's like it's fair to go that far. With that, I can understand the people, expressing themselves about what she did. But I mean, 'cause even somebody that's, just say stuff. If I was in, the little boy's position and she did me like that, I mean, or better yet, just or just the fact, personally, I don't feel like she should have lost the job over that. But yeah, I do. But like I say, that I mean, it's some like I say, one thing about it, like my folks always say, when you act ugly, it's gonna stuff. It's gonna you're gonna face consequences. That's just how. That's just what's gonna happen. Like I said, and again, I don't wish something like that on anybody, but like you say, consequences are just gonna happen. When you don't do right. There, that's all. Bottom line. So yeah, but at least, but the kid did get, you know, justice for it. And there was even another, and it, there was another kid that at a tennis match, a CEO took an autograph. I think it was an autograph racket he was getting from a tennis player, and the CEO took it there. And like, really? Are you serious? I can say, as I said, I hadn't watched Double Toasted's video of it yet. I might take a look at it there on my own time, just for the heck of it. But as their thumbnails say, adults really y'all need to grow up. Yeah, and yeah, I know I got toys and stuff I play with, and things like that. But I mean, grow up. Where you need to grow up at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, like I say, it's bad there, but at least the kids got justice for it there. And they, but it did catch my attention. And then the second thing, well, with Snoop Dogg and of course old Shaq, but it started with Snoop Dogg. And no, and it's nothing bad on Snoop there. Snoop actually, I feel like, just like Snoop is actually in this, and what I'm about to mention here is a I feel like is a victim like those kids there. And ironic, it involved him something it started, he was going to a movie with his I think he said it was his grandkids there. Took his grandkids to the movie, or grandkid, one, and I think they went to see I I'm not sure what movie it was. Let me double check. I think it was I want to say it was Lightyear, but yeah, I think that movie's already done come out unless it had to be something else there. Say Snoop say okay. Oh, okay. So he took his grandkids to see. So it was the 2022 Pixar movie Lightyear. I guess for some I maybe so I did. They say it was in August of 2025, so maybe they must have put it in. Maybe there was for some reason they put it in the theater again or something to see again. But anyway, so he took them to see Lightyear, and of course there was a couple in the movie of the same sex there. Yeah, and yeah, it result like, well, how did she have a baby? How did she have a baby with a woman? That's what his grandson asked him, and threw him for a loop there. Like two ladies. The, now, of course, they say. I mean, yeah, obviously we know people of the same sex cannot have a baby together. You have to have a man and a woman. So obviously adoption would have occurred, but still, yeah, say that this is not. Yeah, like I say, I'm on Snoop's side of this. There, yeah, this is kind of getting out of hand, and really, like they say, not like as like we read in the book of Leviticus, you know, an abomination, man sleeping with a man as he would with a woman. Mm. So yeah, like I say, I is a light. So Shaquille O'Neal stood up for Snoop, and he's sticking up for him like, hey, y'all hating on Snoop for, you know, telling how he felt about this. He said he's nervous to even take his kids to another movie that's supposed to be for kids because now they're putting this in the kids film there. Honestly, to speaking, it shouldn't even be in any movies to begin with, kid or adults. But apparently they're doing it. But yeah, but yeah, it's pretty bad. But it's like I say, either way is bad. Just the fact of having, you know, like, hey, this is cool and everything. Almost like, trying to tell somebody that, hey, smoking is cool when you know it isn't and it's gonna poison your lungs. So yeah. So, ooh, that so yeah, and Shaq. So just like Shaq, I'm sticking up with Snoop Dogg on that because, like I say, I mean, why would you? I mean, yeah, why would you want to defend something that's wrong there? Yeah. So, and obviously Snoop wants to set a, but like I say, I as a anybody who's trying to, raise the kids right. I mean, say yeah, that don't deserve that. Say that gets a lot of points there. So yeah, like I say, yeah, Snoop, we on your side there, man. So that was so yeah, I wanted to bring that up. There's obviously more information on that incident as well as what I mentioned before with the Karens there. So out there, but yeah, and to say yeah, these kids movies, yeah, we do not like I say, and then somebody's probably gonna say like, well, that kind of stuff has always been in the kids' film from the very beginning there, and most every kid film you do has some sort of it in there. Even if there are some that's in there that have already come out. I mean, obviously, there's nothing that can be done about it now because it's out there. But I mean, making this known, I mean, at least is a I hope and pray that the more people like Snoop and Shaq them stand up against this whole same sex and stuff like this and encourage people the right way of man and woman. The more that that what's right is put out there for people to okay, yeah, let's go back to it. Just like a lot of people that's actually come out of the LGBT, like Ariana. Um, say Ariana Armour on YouTube has a whole testimony of how the devil had really messed with her mind and caused her not only to be gay but also to be, you know, and to say also to make herself into a man called James. But thank God she was able to come out of it, because one thing about it, first thing she said after doing it was like, for some reason I don't feel happy. God, why is this? And God answered, and it led to her coming out of, you know, the whole LGBT thing, and going back to what God made her, the woman that God made her to be. So yeah, that the more people like that, and Snoop Dogg and Shaq, and, say any of us like them, that stand up against, this whole, them trying to make it, well, there's nothing wrong with being gay and all that there. And let me make it clear, it's not that we hating the people, no, because one thing the Bible say, we supposed to love everyone. Jesus loves everyone. Yes, he does. But God so loved the world that he sent his son Jesus to die for our sins. But but it's the sins that is, hey, we gotta come out of this here. So yeah, like that song, we got the victory, come out of depression, come out of poverty, come out of low self-esteem, come out of lesbianism, come out of homosexuality. Let's go. The more we get out of this, the more the that much better we'll be off, especially and hey, what Snoop Dogg say, good place to start is with these kid movies, because like I say, the last thing we need is to be bringing the kids up, under this influence, and thus, as they say, corrupting newer generations there. So yeah, let's put a stop to corruption these new generations there. Yeah, right on, Snoop Dogg, and thank you, Shaq, for supporting them there. So all right, so that's pretty much all for this weekly update there. Just wanted to get that out there because it definitely needed to be said. Like I say, there is, you want to look into it more. Yeah, there's a whole lot more sources you can find more info. I just pretty much just, a briefing of, my say on it and everything to, put the word out there. So definitely like, share, subscribe. Hey, definitely get our available books, and you're in the Shreveport area, come down, check out that play, the play festival. You can see the different plays that we got going on, along with mines there and EJ, and also the arts there. Get our available books, and support us on Patreon, just like Iceman Universe, and also yeah, be able to give him some support too. You can see full length reactions of his stuff, like Hey Arnold, Ed Nitty, Naruto, One Piece, Spy Family, and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Also support the Miracle Crew, yours truly, Big Sis Casey, Queen Tina, and of course EJ the Supreme. And also, just like you hang out with us in these live streams here, definitely hang out with us on Discord or Facebook there, or both. And also, we can sell each other some stuff on that McCary app. And as I said before, let's take a stand with good old Snoop and everybody else and anybody else that's, bringing themselves out away from the ways of the LGBT, and this way of, trying to make it like it's, right and stuff when it isn't. Come on out of it there, and say, and realize the right, and like, okay, I'm gonna turn my life around here. Say, and we will see y'all in the next video, which more than likely should be the Bible reading live stream. How ironic. So, hope to see y'all there. Take care, everybody.